production, it is confirmed that eHome are through to the playoffs, which is good to see. I like watching that team. So it's now between RNG and Magma to who goes through. Obviously, for Magma, winning this whole series is a big deal. Like, if they beat VICI in a series, they'd feel amazing.
Yeah.
All they need to do is win one game, and they'll make the playoffs. And not only do they make the playoffs, they get a confirmed at least an extra $2,500 for their team, which is really good. And that's only if they get knocked out in the first round of the lower bracket. So they could win even more than that.
Right.
So for them, this is a huge series and a huge couple of games for them. I'm going to say couple because I think VICI are going to 2-0, but we'll hold out for judgment.
Really? That's your prediction? Pre-draft? Pre-everything?
Yeah.
Stop the presses. Hear me. VICI 2-0. That's what you're saying.
I think for VICI, it would be a big thing for them as well, coming out of the group stage with 3 wins. Like, they want to be coming top. And if Magma win this series overall, they'll finish top of the group, which would be insane. Because they'll have 2 wins. VICI would have 2 wins and they'd win the head-to-head.
So what does that put our bracket at? If VICI win 2-0?
Then, they'd be through to the second round of the upper bracket.
Yeah, so they would be...
Let's not even... Don't even think about the bracket yet. It's to figure out who's getting there first.
Wait, so if Magma win this series, they're top of the group?
Yeah. I think realistically, though, it's amazing that if they lose 2-0, they'll finish bottom and they'll go out. If they lose 2-1, they'll get playoffs. If they win 2-0, they'll finish top of the group. So they can still finish anywhere from top to bottom within the group in this one series.
If they win 2-0 or 2-1, they take top of the group.
Yeah, of course.
It's
crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah, there's so many options for Magma.
And that's why each individual game in this series means so much. Like, it's not just about the whole series overall. It's about, depending on what the score is for Magma, depends on what their fate is. So Mars first for Magma. Obviously, we've seen this from a lot of teams opening with the Mars. VICI, I love watching PYW Phoenix, though. DY's been on it a lot at the moment, but I think that team plays around Phoenix really well. And it's your favorite combo, B-Cop.
Oh, it's the Mars Marana. I only ask for it once a day, but I don't even need to ask anymore because it's here. So TZY and Mian Mian. That's the combo that we're going to see. Unless we did see the mid Marana. Didn't do well, but we did see the mid Marana. Hope we don't see it here because I think they have a better chance of winning if this is going to be their 3-4. But Sven Gaming, very new hero to the scene, very new hero to the meta. This is something that we just don't see too often. Sven is, low pick rate. I don't really see what teams see in this hero at all. I don't. I think the hero, it dispels. It does so much damage. God's Strength feels so strong.
Warcry.
The Warcry feels really strong. The duration on God's Strength feels so strong. The Ags feel strong. But even multiple builds on this hero just feel so strong. I don't see what these teams see in this hero.
I like to think someone joined the stream just as you started saying, I don't know why Sven's so strong, and they heard you say it and just turned it off again straight away. And they were like,
and tweeted about it.
Idiot casters.
So there's a comment on Reddit somewhere. What is this B-Cup guy is so stupid? He says he doesn't understand why Sven is getting picked. Has he not watched the entire meta?
Has he not watched the last 6 months of Dota?
I was thinking of a number I wanted to use in my head for that same sentence, and I thought too small.
I thought six was a safe option, I thought.
Yeah, I was going to say 2, but then it didn't feel long enough. Has he not been watching the entire COVID of Dota? Jeez.
That's ridiculous, isn't it? Anyway, Mars Marana, though, and obviously having the Marana against the Phoenix is really good to be able to hit the egg. I've seen some POS 4 Maranas go first start in BKB before and just hit the egg every fight. But it obviously depends.
I can barely tell what these bands are. My eyes are getting better, I think, because things are kind of focusing a little bit more. But it's getting there.
So what we'll do is, if you do start to lose your vision, Beaker, what we'll do is I'll describe to you what's happening on the screen, then you have to play by play it.
Okay, I could do that.
So
I do, I play by play mainly on sound anyway, so it's not like it matters.
Oh. Who do you know who's getting hit by what spell then?
Well, mainly by sound. That is the keyword, mainly. And then I use the vision to help me know what the directions of things. But if you could be my optometrist for a second, do you know just, number one, number two, number one, number two.
It's all about reading the letters on the board. That's the.
Oh yeah. Do you ever fail that completely and then just feel bad about yourself for the rest of the day?
No.
You don't wear glasses, so you don't know what that feels like. I go in there and I'm just like, is that an E? And then
it's like the one at the top. Yeah.
Yeah. It's my aunt who's my optometrist, and I just hear her give out this big, oh God. Just my prescription's been getting so bad so fast.
Well, to be honest, you might be in trouble then because of all the cosmetics that are in Dota at the moment. I don't know if you can tell which hero is which anymore then. That should be the test. Instead of having letters on the wall, we have all the Dota heroes in different cosmetics, and you have to guess which hero is which. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. We've solved it.
You have 20/20 Dota vision. That actually sounds like such a fun thing to try. Because I saw that clip, there was a clip that showed up on, maybe on Twitter or something like that. Sunspan was just and Rubik's in the lane, and it was not Rubik or something like that. The cosmetic was just I think it was Undying. And he just thought it was Rubik because it looked with the cosmetics, it looked exactly the same.
We could do the Pikachu meme where it's you have the Dota, just the outline of the hero, and you have to guess which hero it is.
Who's that Pokemon? Yeah,
Who's
okay.
That Dota hero.
We're back into the draft, guys. We just took a little detour onto whatever was on our mind at the second. Sorry about that. We're back into Dota. But we've got Beastmaster, Earth Spirit, and Tuskman. Yeah, go on.
What you don't understand, Beakup, is in the second band stage of a draft, there's so much dead time where it's all theory crafting, and eventually what happens is this is the time to just chat rubbish, because the second phase banning takes such a long period of time and we can't fill that much with actual Dota talk. This is when we start talking crap, everybody. It's fine. Look, now we're back on the picks and it's okay because we can talk about what comes up, not what doesn't come up. I love this Rubik pick.
Yeah, so do I. And
why do you love it?
It's because it's PYW. That's why I like this Rubik pick. It doesn't even need to be a good fit for the game, but every time I'm going to see people like FY and PYW on the Rubik, I'm going to be excited for it. Don't ask me that question. Get out of here.
Right, fair enough. Sorry, didn't mean it.
Ooh, okay. So
it's going to be Void.
Is it going to be a Void? Because usually what we've been seeing recently is Ogre gets picked up and they go to OD.
It could OD's okay as well, but I think Void looks really good.
Could go both.
They have good team fight advantage then with Arena and Chrono. I think this Ogre's been making a steady appearance throughout the tournament as well, which is nice. It's not overpicked, it's not underpicked. It feels like it's just occasionally in a few games, which is perfect.
Mm-hmm. It's not overpicked and played in every game like some heroes. Sven.
I'm looking at you, Sven.
Yeah.
And Mars.
Yes. I like my meta to involve 1/3 of the heroes in the game.
Oh, and Rubik as well, actually. It feels like it's in every single game. But that hero's fun.
That hero's in every game. And through all metas.
Yeah.
Unless he gets a significant rework, which everybody would be disappointed about. That hero's going to be here forever.
I think that hero's going to get a nerf in the newest patch. Because that hero's too popular all the time. And it's my favourite hero. I'd be really sad, but to see it get nerfed. But I think it needs some time just away, almost.
Is Rubik the face of Dota? I feel like it used to be DK, but is it Rubik now?
If you were looking at the amount of times it's been played in Pro Dota, then yeah, it would be. But I don't think the hero can be. I think Sven's a nice hero to have at the front for Dota as a face. Oh, a lifesteal. Okay. I mean, it's going to be really hard for the Phoenix now to ever get an egg off against Morana Lifestealer. Good luck. They have no BKB piercing disables though on VICI, apart from egg blowing up, but I wouldn't really count that. So this Lifestealer can play really aggressive, in the game, and always just rage TP away, and he'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's an okay lifestealer game. I don't mind it.
There's the OD,
I feel like they don't really pressure the Sven that hard, though.
Not at the moment, no. I think the OD would have been a good pick there because it definitely felt like it was going to get banned, and I like the OD. Just the kiting potential. I think it's a very strong hero.
And another hero combination that we talked about, OD Morana, would have been a good one.
Yeah.
Astral into Arrow. It's a laugh. I don't know if you've ever tried to play mid against OD Morana. It's actually miserable. I'd rather lane against a Razor.
Razor. That hero got banned yesterday, like once.
Yeah, like, it was a really situational pick though. I can see.
We were both thinking it was going to come out.
Yeah.
Can you see it here?
I was just thinking VICI would play it, but then they have both their cores already. So.
Mm-hmm. Well,
they're not going to pick it
against the Void Spirit.
Oh yeah, I mean they could. I don't think they will though.
Could you offlane the Razor? I don't see why not.
Again, you could, but not really worth it.
Mm-hmm.
I think they'll go Legion on VICI. I can see that being like a go-to last pick. They need something that threatens the Lifestealers game, and none of their heroes at the moment do that. Like, there's no BKB piercing. Like, Beastmaster's banned. Maybe like Bat Rider potentially, but I don't think that feels that great either. Not in the lane against the Lifestealer. What do MAGMA want though? They need a mid. They want something that plays tempo.
What does EC play well? Ember, I would say, is one of his better heroes.
It's okay. Oh, Storm's okay. I don't mind that too much. It works well with the Lifestealer as well. So,
yeah.
They need lockdown on VICI really badly. I think something like Axe could be cool as well.
MAGMA are playing in 3 events right now. God.
Lots of data. What's wrong with that?
It's a lot of Dota.
I assume OGA takes priority over all of them in scheduling as well, because like it's played with all the big teams.
Yeah. He has not played Storm in a little while. Considering all the Dota he's been playing.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
That's
I heard the sound and I was like very excited.
They have no BKB piercing disable either on MAGMA. So we talked about needing one on VICI, but they have their own hero now that pierces BKB and is completely uncountered almost. ZC is on Enigma duty this whole game, basically. Like, he has to find him in the backline every single fight.
Yeah. Was it Old 11 last season who was playing this Enigma and like playing it in an interesting way where he would get to like level 3 and then back up into the jungle and then they would take over with, I think, even like the Phoenix and take over the lane. I want to say it was him. Yeah, it was like level 3 or 4. He would back up into the jungle and like give up the lane to his 4 position, and they were finding themselves with 4 farmed cores.
I mean, Old 11's a really good Enigma player, so it does. I don't think it matters what he does, to be honest, because he is so confident on this hero. Like, LGD were opening with it last time in OGA, like the last OGA. Avicii would just loved picking it, like, and Old 11 would just play it straight. He'd be like, "Yeah, just give me Enigma." And then, like, people were having to first phase ban it against LGD last time when he was playing for them. So not only is it a good Enigma game, like, it's completely uncountered, but it's also one of his favorite heroes, I'd imagine. So, I really favor LGD VICI just because of this Enigma pick. I think it's really strong, and it slows down the Lifestealers game a lot as well. Where OGA wants to be like bullying this lane, where you're just hitting the offlaner constantly, like annoying them with Ignite and everything. And Enigma's just constantly pulling the lane back towards himself, which OGA doesn't really deal with very well. So, if PYW can like stop this pulling coming through from the OGA, like stacking camps and pulling camps and whatever, Enigma should have a really good time.
I'm excited to see this Enigma.
I need you to scream black hole at one point this game, please. Just the first one, actually, when he hits level 6, and he just uses it on one target to get a kill. Just all out. Just no. Well, don't destroy the height. You have to leave it for when it actually happens.
Okay. Black hole.
Black hole.
Black hole. Yeah, man, Magma has been playing a lot of Dota. Because they played eHome, and they 2-0'd 2 days ago. And they've played... what? 1, 2... 5 series since?
Mm-hmm.
Because they're also participating in the Carnival Cup and the Artisan Dota League. Yes, that's a lot of Dota.
It is a lot of Dota. But at the same time, if they're playing in more competitions, it means they're having more practice. So,
yeah, but they're the only team playing in 3 competitions. They're the only team playing in 2 competitions in this event so far. At the moment.
This is for the elite teams, though, B-Cop, this event in OGA.
Mm-hmm. So is it the Elite 7 instead of the Elite 4?
Yes, yeah. Magma will be really happy they're playing in this event, though, because yes, they're like playing in the other tournaments as well that they can potentially like push on and win and things, but this is the one that you'll learn the most from.
The battle begins.
I guess you know, they just need one chance here, you know?
Mm-hmm. I get you.
Just trying.
Old 11 denying some creeps up in the top lane. Has his null talisman. If you see what he's got queued up as well, this is something that Enigma players used to do. Or I've seen Seb do before in the past as well. Instead of going Soul Ring, they'll go like triple null talisman for the raw mana region. What a body block by the Enigma, by the way. That was incredible.
Yeah, that really was. I don't know if they were watching it on the observation, but I think they were. I'm interested to see ZC, because he's been, to me, at least at times, super hit or miss.
Perfect.
Yes. Like, but I feel like the times that he's been a big miss is when the draft didn't favor him to do anything.
Yeah.
Like, he really struggled.
Yeah.
OGA gets the D ward on the small camp, which is really good.
And this is something I mention a lot. He also plays in a region that's got a lot of strong mids. Like, and I understand that, like, you can make that case for probably most regions, that there's strong mids throughout the region. But I would say a lot of the mids in this region are top in the world. I know we've had this conversation before. I'm pretty sure we had this conversation yesterday. But you think about it, Ori's a top mid in the world. Somnus is a top mid in the world. I would go as far as to say Nothing to Say is a top mid in the world, and so is XM. And then Setsu can be there.
How do you know if they're a top mid in the world? They haven't had a chance yet.
Well, I mean, they have. They have at times. But recently, yes, of course. I understand what you're saying. I get what you're saying, Mo. I got you. I back that sentiment up. I'm interested to see how VICI also treat this Lifestealer, because there has been more than a handful of games that we have just watched teams allow Lifestealer to have a 1v1 lane against their offlaner.
Yeah, but having a 1v1 against an Enigma is not the same thing. You see he's just constantly denying these range creeps. He's up to 11 denies already, including his conversions. So. I'll be honest, I haven't even looked at the other 2 lanes. I've just been watching top lane because it's nice to see a different hero.
Yeah, DC's doing well. I'll give you that update.
The Mars seems to be doing okay though as well. I mean, Lifestealer's doing alright, but obviously he's not getting a huge amount of XP. The Enigma. Oka's going to finally get a pull off in the top lane though for the first time, 3 minutes in. But the lane's, you know, already Enigma favoured at this point. So.
Yeah. How's Erica doing? He's played this Sven pretty well in the past. But I say that it's very difficult to even mess up playing the Sven hero at times.
Yeah, but I mean, Erica's played well on every hero for a while, I think. Like, Erica's just been performing really well.
God, isn't that the story of the season so far?
Yeah.
And that's why I'd love to see Erica at a main event. I want to see him with this team playing internationally because there's so much on him. You think so? Does he see mid? He's in trouble. Aether Remnant, and they get the kill, or he's got him. I mean, he's got help from PYW as well as DY.
Playing around those 4-minute active rooms really well around the mid lane.
Yeah.
OGA gets to lap up some XP, which he's really happy about, though.
So, what were you saying?
I was going to say, quickly mention something we haven't talked about is this Storm with Bloodlust actually feels really good because Storm as a hero lacks attack speed.
Yeah, man. When you get for DY, sorry about that. He misses the arrow. He's got this double damage, and is it enough? Yeah, it is. He thought he got away.
They're looking to fire another arrow towards mid as well. Honestly, this laning station Magma obviously top's a bit of a difficult one to talk about because it's Enigma. So
yeah,
Life Stealer is really starting to struggle now though. But the other two lanes are going okay.
Aether Remnant, not gonna land.
If that lands, I think they get the kill. But
why do you think that Erica's not going to play internationally with VICI?
Well, it's not supposed to. What I'm saying is, I think he will, but he's not supposed to be, right?
True. I agree. But I think he will.
Mr. 23 Savage was supposed to be making an appearance, but they've been playing so well, it's like... Is Erica doing well? Like, would they even play even better with 23 Savage? Like, we have no idea. Oh, Marsh just comes over and smashes the big creep that Erica was trying to farm for like 30 seconds. A spear, arrow coming through. Oh god. Poor Sven.
Yeah. Erica ending up dead. TZY getting the kill there.
Perfect change stun as well. Oh, dude, this Enigma has 28 denies. Like, give me a break.
Is that him denying his own Eidolons too?
I think Ogre's in trouble.
Yeah, Ogre might be dead if PYW could just get here with the telekinesis. Old 11 gets the kill. This Enigma is just about level 6. Oh my god.
Yeah, and Life is just, you know, not... He's all kind of like 4 3/4. He's not even level 5 yet, so...
Man, just 41 and 30.
I mean, you're not even level 5 and you have to be worried about Black Hole already.
Yeah?
This lane's rough. But again, at the same time, Mars and Storm are doing really well. Oh, bot lane, TCY. He's gone.
It's killed off by Erica, right. And Erica's not level 6 yet.
Very sorry for the caster curse. Magma, that was my fault.
I shall reconsider your work.
You've been on that.
Yeah, I've been doing well. With
caster
curses. So, I do love how much space they give PYW on Rubik when he plays it, though, in terms of like giving him XP.
Yes. I agree. And they're going to give him this open lane of mid for the moment while Ori farms off to the side. He can't throw the black hole while the ogre's up here, but if they can get another kill on Kaz, I think they go right after this Lifestealer, right?
Yeah. I think I imagine somebody will make like the Sven will make a rotation relatively soon. I think, or maybe like the Rubik when he gets some levels. Yeah, he's heading up. Like they want to use the black hole really if they can and find a kill. It's best if you can use it around the catapult waves, like the 10-minute mark. But it's not always that easy. Oh, Ori dies.
Going down to Kaz. That is over mid. And they have the vortex as well as the arrow. That's a good combination to have.
Yeah, not Sven's, sorry, Ogre stun as well, so lots to work with.
So, is this ultra greed right now from Old 11? 3 null talismans and then the Midas. Also, he didn't keep the Faded Brooch.
Yeah, you want to give it to the thingy, the Void Spirit. It is kind of greedy, but at the same time, like the way their game works is that, like, they don't have to make moves early on, right? I mean, DY's going to die bot. Sorry, I kind of saw that, but I wanted to carry on talking about the point because it didn't really matter.
It's fine. They're going to try and go on this Lifestealer. They get the creep they can. Now they've got the Aether Remnant. They might just pop the Black Hole. Yeah, he's dead. Sorry. The Black Hole! Getting the kill on the Lifestealer. There we go.
Better.
That's what you wanted. I know you wanted that first.
Thanks. That's what I was hoping for. And yeah, now they can transition into a top tier one. That's a really nice move by VICI. I actually think it says it's over. Oh, okay, it's finally a 1k net worth lead. I actually think they're quite far in front though, after these last few minutes. Like their game's going really well. Sven's just going to start farming the jungle with Mask of Madness.
Isn't it a Quasar, by the way?
What?
Black hole that he drops on the ground. It would be technically a Quasar.
Sure.
DC coming to snag some farm.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Ball lightning on the way over. Arrow with the electric vortex. Long range arrow. There's no way Ori gets out of this. Ori has been the target of what everybody's target in all the matches they've played so far. Like, they've been really aggressive to try and shut him down. Arena, PYW hit with a spear. They should get another one, and they will. And the question is, I guess they're going for this tier 1 tower mid. Can they finish it off? They've got all 5 heroes here. I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, if they get the tower, though, it's completely worth it. Like, Lifestealer can't go top. The second English was just putting him in the bin. You might as well try and make rotations and make things happen. I really dislike that the Lifestealers come mid, though, and they haven't committed for the tower.
Yeah.
Like, DY's just hit level 6 on the Phoenix, which is a problem, but if your Lifestealer's made, you know, the time and space to come over to try and take the tower, then at least support him and back him up.
Oh, Kaz going down to Erica. By the way,
I'm missing all these kills.
Wanted to point out, for all you Americans out there, bin is the trash can.
Oh yeah, get in the trash.
Or dumpster.
If we say putting someone in the bin, yeah, it means they're getting destroyed.
$6-5. Just about an even game so far, but Sven leading the net worth. I can't believe he went Midas, but I guess he didn't go Midas back into like the 3rd null talisman, which is good.
I don't know. It's such a good Enigma game. I think he can just do whatever he wants. Like, eventually he's going to have Blink Black Hole, and what do? It might be on the Lifestealer to build a relatively early Abyssal. I love that Lifestealer's going Midas this game, though. He knows the game's relatively slow, and he needs to catch back up again. So it's like, yeah, just be a little bit more greedy, you know?
But is a game with Sven ever really that slow?
Yeah, I think so. Like, when you have this Enigma and things as well, like, they're kind of waiting for this Blink Black Hole timing, like Blink BKB. I think he needs to go Armlet Halberd as well on the Lifestealer, I'd assume, for the Sven.
He's got to get that Midas first.
Get that Midas before you can do anything.
Radiant are scanning.
Almost at that Blink Dagger for Old 11. And almost at the Echo Saber for Sven.
Mars has his Blink, though, and you're seeing they're going to smoke up here. They want to look for a kill.
This could be dangerous if they're not too careful.
Dire's top tower is under
Well, the smoke broke as well, because the Voice Spirit jumped in. Rough. They just want to find, like, one pick-off with Arena into the Spear into Arrow. But VICI are grouped up really well at the moment.
hide in the trees by the Enigma was value as well.
They almost have Orchid on. Yeah, it's coming out on the courier now. So he's got Orchid coming out for Storm, and this is like they have Blink Mars, they have Orchid Storm. This is they need to make the most of this time on Magma. They have to like find these pickoffs and things. Voice Switch coming bot with a smoke though, and they see the Storm.
Allies disappear.
Right, Shadow, Ether Remnant.
That's a huge gank to miss now because they should be able to try and kill this Phoenix mid with the Orchid and then transition to mid tier 1.
Yeah, Ball Lightning mid and looking, but you're just gonna go for the tier 1. And TZY needs to be careful. They're gonna commit for that for a second. Icarus dive over, Sunray on the TZY. Bloodlust, Stormhammer, God Strength pop. The damage he infests. TZY just getting out, but ZC.
Oh, Black Hole misses.
It's missing, but now the Ogre's in it.
What?
ZC, he's on the run. He's gonna die as well. 3 heroes dead on the side of Magma.
Is under attack. Dire's structure.
What just happened for Magma? They managed to like disengage really well. And all of a sudden the Mirana tries to finish off an egg that's on like 4 hits next to a black hole. The Ogre just runs into the black hole as well, and Storms decides to try and stick around, kind of, like after he gets out. If they get out there with like just an Ogre dying or something, or just a Mirana, it's fine. But to give away 3 kills like that, you've now lost your mid tier 1. What a rough fight there for Magma. It looked so good at the start, but like I mean, I don't know if the communication
Wanna
just
come back
wasn't there
and
or
fight.
what, but-
Stun arrow. Warrior in trouble. Starstorm and Dissimulate.
What's
Can he get out of this one? He's gonna jump the other way. He's still in a lot of trouble. Does not have an astral step, so that means he's just dead.
The Mars had spear there. I don't know whether he got lifted or something, and that was why he didn't throw it, but that kill was a little bit harder to get than it potentially could have been. I know, this Sven's massive though, but he has no God Strength, and they have no Black Hole for this fight. Like 2 long cooldowns, so they need to try and make the most of this on Magma. Get the tier 1, you know, force a fight or some of some sorts.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
If they can't get this tower, though, that would be very depressing for them. But they'll land the spear, they get the arena, find themselves a kill onto DY. Should be able to get the tower on this.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I don't know if you've seen Enigma's farm though as well. He has Blink and an Ogre Club already. Ogre Axe even, sorry. So his game's going really well. Like he's going to be really happy with what's happening here. Like they haven't lost too much considering how greedy he's built with the Midas and everything. I hope we get to see more Enigma at this tournament.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Or any just different heroes to normal. Anything
for
other
sure.
than Sven.
I think Sven has just been
Dire are
tiresome at this point. How close is he? 500 gold from the Mithril Hammer, which puts him 1950 from finishing off this BKB.
Midlane.
Arrow thrown by the Ruvik, but nowhere near the mark
Dire's
on that
top
one.
tower
Yeah.
is
He
under
tried to predict that the Mirana was going to leap away, and so like
Yeah.
arrowed away he thought the Mirana was going to leap rather than on the heels. Because he didn't do it in time. So that was actually quite cool. It
was
didn't
a
work.
cool
but-
miss.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
At least I think so.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, arrow on the Ogre.
Ball lightning, silence. Rubik is gonna die. Supernova's in an okay spot. This is gonna pop on the storm. But I just don't think they have the follow-up to
Oh,
get the
God, he
kill
has no
just
mana.
yet. Stormhammer, Yules, and Sven's just trying to get into the fight. All he did was throw a Stormhammer. They missed the Aether Remnant. Icarus dive over, not landing.
Dire's top tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
good fight for Magma.
They're
They
still
find
going. BKB. He's got the God Strength. Now he's going to try and fight this TZY on the run. There's a spear, but it doesn't land on anything. They need one more shot to get the kill into TZY. Finally, they'll find it. And this Lifestealer
Black hole.
constantly beating this Black Dragon, but now the Black Hole hits on a 3. They get the kill on the Mirana as well as the Storm. They'll look over at the Lifestealer. They'll finish off a 4th. That's perfectly placed Black Hole by Old 11, and I just don't understand the Lifestealer continuing to stay in that Black Dragon. Like, when he probably would have done more popping out earlier, right?
Yeah, potentially. But at the same time, he's kind of waiting for the Sven BKB to run out. Like, before he commits out of the Black Dragon. I will say that there's something spectacular about seeing people walk into black holes. And it was the Mirana's turn this time instead of the Ogre, but... I mean, amazing Black Hole by Old 11. And now they can transition into Roche because they get the DD rune. So even the God Strength runs out, it just doesn't matter. And the game's in a really dominating position now for VICI, because going towards the late game, like we've said, this Enigma is completely untouched. So like when this BKB comes out, it's basically a free Black Hole every single fight. And all you have to do is catch the Lifestealer. Like anything else is a bonus. Like if you just catch the Lifestealer even, you're fine.
$6K lead for VG at this point now. Oh God, the Enigma's keeping up, and he's got the BKB coming out, so I don't know what you do to make sure that you stop. They haven't been able to stop the Black Hole regardless. And he's got BKB. I don't know what they do.
They needed to try and find some quicker pickoffs and things when the Storm Orchid came out, but it's been a bit underwhelming. Like, they found maybe, like, a couple, but... Yeah. A couple of really good Black Holes from Old 11, and the game's, you know, solidly in VICI's favour.
Has not helped Magma that they've kind of made those Black Holes better by stepping into them.
Mm-hmm. I also like that the Enigma has the tome queued up, like, in general, every time. I do this in my pubs as well, because sometimes I forget that it's, like, there, at the every 10-minute mark. So if you queue it up, it, like, lights up. And you're like, oh yeah, there's a tome, like if somebody needs it, right? Even if you don't want it for yourself.
I've had people I know just have it in the TP spot, the TP buy spot.
Yeah, my friend does that, but with a rapier.
Yeah.
Oh, Kaz is...
Ori. Arena down, spear hits, he's gonna die. That's only the first life gone. But they don't have a way to get his second life, so... I guess the Aegis gone, but nothing more.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And definitely, like it feels okay that they got the first life, right? But they could have used more on that.
Mm-hmm. Potentially, but I mean, getting the Aegis kind of slows VICI's game down a little bit because they kind of... They really want to run at towers with the Aegis, right? And they still can, like with the Sven BKB and the Enigma BKB and things, but it's not quite as safe as it was before. So like any kind of advantage you can get for yourselves on Magma at the moment, they're feeling alright about it.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
They're smoking up though on VICI.
Yeah, they're going to try and make something happen here. They do have the BKB as well as the Blink Black Hole. So we'll see.
I like that this Lifestealer is going Abyssal Blade, actually. I talked about maybe going Halberd before, but they need a way of dealing with the Black Hole.
Oh, Mirana, I don't know if she's going to survive on this one, but it was a nice job to get out for a second.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And strength used. Are they going to push more than just this tier 2 bottom?
Nah, they'll back off. They're not going to go high ground here, I don't think. If they want to force TPs, that's fine, but...
Radiant's top tower is under
going high ground, you got to respect Magma still, like into arena and things. Just wait for the second Aegis, don't do anything crazy. He almost has Silver Edge on the Sven. He's only 400 gold away.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why he's got the courier coming out before the Silver Edge is ready, though.
So, AK lead, PYW, Aether Lens. Going four staff, has boots. Not crazily farmed. Actually, the Mirana has more in terms of net worth at the moment.
I like that she's going Beekeepy though. I think it's really important. And like, look what she has queued up after Beekeepy. It's the Basher, because they need a way of cancelling Black Hole. It's literally the only thing that stops them from like winning fights a lot of the time.
And the fact that they just don't seem to have the confidence to take fights, right? As long as that Black Hole's available.
Yeah,
It seems like
can
quite
look
the
for
omnipresence.
They can look for pickoffs away from the Enigma, but if the Enigma's ever there, it's going to be a bad fight for them.
Wow. Early BKB from Erica. I guess better safe than sorry.
Oh. Okay.
You're gonna come
Yeah, that was
over.
definitely,
Yules, Aether Remnant, that's
Oh,
gonna lock him
God,
up.
the Black
Black
Hole.
Hole on a 2, that's on a both the Storm as well as the Mars. TZY, he gets low. Storm just escapes, pop the BKB. And, well, they might be able to get Kaz here as a +1. Storm just surviving. Didn't exactly have the most help to follow up that Black Hole.
really good BKB reactions though from Old 11. Honestly, it could have been a worse fight. If the Storm dies there, the fight's awful. But the fact Storm doesn't die, they might be able to try and turn and do something now that Black Hole's down. It's going to be up to VICI to just chill out for a little bit and try not to force anything too quickly.
Go for my master.
Still going into the Octarine core for Old 11.
Oh, Life Sealer.
It's getting low.
Oh, I've only Sven had a BKB there.
I don't know if he... Yeah, I guess
He'd
he's
have popped
free
it
to
to
leave.
kill a Life Stealer, I think. Oh, Storm mid as well.
Look at Erica. Still moving forward. ZC gets the kill on a PYW, but like...
Erica, Storm Hammer, 2 clicks, 3 clicks, 4.
I don't really know why the Ogre's hanging around though when they know the Sven popped God Strength there before. It's just a kill they don't need to give away. Well played though by Erica to stick around and find something though. It kind of goes both ways, right? Like maybe the Ogre didn't expect him to stay.
Shadows, take us.
Light Shadow. Finding Ori again. Arrow,
arrow.
Orchid, and the kill.
Wow. Okay. And this is what I was saying though, if Magma can find these kills while Black Hole's down, that's like perfect scenario for them. And now Storm gets a regen rune. They see Enigma in the top jungle as well. They might go for this.
He's in a Black Hole for 37
Oh.
seconds. Blinding Vortex. PYW getting caught here. They get the +1.
I mean, ZC's on a mad one here. This is
So
really
far,
good
yeah.
to see. Like these last few minutes, I mean, they've gained the net worth advantage towards them slightly, which, considering the state of the game, is actually pretty good going. Black Hole up in 5 though, and he has Octarine now as well.
Yeah, for sure. And that's gonna
Can't wait
be
for the
a
Spell
big
Prism.
problem. Yeah, Spell Prism is gonna be the first drop of that item tier.
Oh, good Paladin sword for the Sven.
Like he needed it. Spiderlegs, Mindbreaker, Enchanted Quiver. Could give that quiver to the Enigma, right?
No. There's no point
He's
giving
got
him. He's not
Philosopher's
hitting
Stone.
anybody, so
I could though.
no. He wants like Telescope or something would be good for him. Like he's keeping the Philosopher's Stone because he doesn't need to hit with his hero to farm, right? Obviously, PYW is probably pretty sad he doesn't have it, but I mean, DY has like Vampire Fangs, PYW has Keen Optic. They're quite happy with their items, I guess. Optic on Rubik always feels good. The cast range is just crazy on that hero.
Love the telescope though. They're coming around the back.
Radiant's courier has been killed. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Whose quickening charm was that? Radiance?
Dies.
Old 11
There's
would've
nobody
loved
taking that on Dire's side.
I
They have like
guess
spider
not.
legs as well, right? So. I don't know,
Yeah.
I guess Mask kind of wants the armor from the Dragon Scale against like the Sven and things, right? Is the big thing. And who takes Quickening Charm? Like maybe Mirana, but the Grove Bow with, against like hitting the egg is really good as well.
Titan Silver picked up for the Radiant. And that'll be on the Sven instead of the Paladin sword.
Oh, TCY?
Thinking about making the jump in. They've used the Moonlight Shadow, not going forward just yet. Telescope, that's good for the Rubik. See if he passes that
Rubik
one
or
over.
Enigma.
Yeah. Given to the Rubik.
This
The
is going
Moonlight
to be
Shadow,
a
they wanted to make
game
the jump in,
decider.
but there's Ori moving forward. Supernova away from the fight. Ball lightning in. Black Hole onto the Storm as well as the Lifestealer. They get the kill into the Storm. They look over the Lifestealer. They'll buy back on both those heroes. The arena's down, but not a good arena from TZY.
I understand those buybacks that they want to try and force a fight now that they know Black Hole's down. So it's kind of like, oh, we really want to buy back and just go again, but they're a little bit impatient there. And Roche is up, and there's no Black Hole, no God Strength. I think you force it. Like, yeah, they're holding the high ground.
I think it's still a tough fight, though.
It is a tough fight, but at the same time, this is the best fight they're going to get. If they have like a 40% chance of winning this fight or a 10% chance of winning a fight with Black Hole up, they have to take this one.
Yeah. Lifestealer just getting destroyed there. PYW ends up dead as EC with the BKB being popped. Ori goes into the Assimilate, staying with Kaz. Aether Remnant locks him down, but they have the arrow. Now they look over and they kill off the Void Spirit. Damage from Erica, though. Not as much as if you were able to pop that God Strength.
Storm has an Arcane Rune here, by the way. Have you seen what he's doing?
DUI? Pulled into the Remnants? No.
Oh dear.
Now he's got the Malefice, and he's got no mana. Dead for 32 on the Lifestealer, now 100 on the Storm.
I genuinely think they might consider calling it like relatively soon. If like the next fight goes badly,
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
he's almost got Refresher on Enigma. Like I don't know, Old 11's game's just he hasn't died all game. This is what we were saying. Like this last pick Enigma,
Radiant's middle
it's a hero you
tower
just
is
completely
under
forget
attack.
about because it's not normally picked, but it's such a perfect game for it.
Yeah.
And Old 11, with it being in his hero pool, will always remember that it's a hero. It'll be like, guys, I've been asking for Enigma for like the last 6 months and I haven't been able to play it.
Arrow. Idle unblocks that.
Your song has fallen to the radiant.
Aegis
Imagine just
and
really
the,
wanting to play Enigma for ages, but your team won't let you play it because it's not Mars. And then all of a sudden they're like, yeah, do you want to play Enigma? He's like, oh my god.
This is my moment.
This is the day I've been waiting for.
It's almost got enough for the Refresher. Not too far away from it. See, they're gonna group bottom. They've got
they
Black
wanna smoke.
Hole. They've got everything really.
Radiant
Oh, they're not even
scan.
smoking. He has a Refresher coming on the courier though, on Enigma.
Yeah. So double Black Hole. If he had the
Yep.
mana for it, he doesn't exactly have the mana for it at the moment.
When he gets the Refresher, he'll have a lot of mana regen. So
Radiant structures are fortified.
All right. So he's getting to it. Still needs a
12
bit
mana
more
regen
though.
on Refresher. Good stuff.
There's the Abyssal for the Lifestealer and the Sven. But we were talking about the Lifestealer building the Abyssal a long time ago.
Yeah, he started queuing up AC as well, and he wasn't sure what to go for. I think he has to go Abyssal, but like he really needs the armor against the Sven as well. Which is why you see, like, normally they go Hyperstone first if building AC for farm efficiency, but he needs the armor for, like, the next fight. Because if the next fight goes badly, they're going to lose the game.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
God, strength, ball lightning, back and forth. Stormhammer, though, on the Lifestealer.
Well,
Telekinesis, they get the kill. He's dead for 70 seconds, and that is a lot of the team fight gone from Magma.
Radiant's top tower.
and that's like killing the Lifestealer without using Black Hole as well, so...
Arena down. BKB, Black Hole used. That's onto the Mars. They've got the Supernova. And TZY, he can only run so far, but the Supernova is going to pop. They'll get the kill onto the Mars. They'll look over at the Mirana. They'll find themselves a third. Ogre lifted up into the air, dropped down, and killed off as Erica gets yet another POW's Blink Dagger taken away.
Now, Storm's cutting the wave, so they don't have a wave to be able to push it, so they're going to look at bot lane instead.
I haven't used the refresher because cooldown level 3 with the Octarine core and the cooldown reduction on the talent is only 105.6 seconds. So if you can keep that, not needing the refresher, then you can have 2 black holes for the next fight.
Phoenix has a mech, by the way. Oh, the repair kit from the Storm while he was zipping. What a player.
Like this tier 3 is gonna fall.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
God, I hate pushing high ground against the Storm. He's got Arcane Rune as well.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Remnant looking for it. Ball lightning. And they'll go to the Vortex. Can they get anything off of this? Enigma silenced and BKB. Ball lightning all the way out. They'll look over at the Ogre with BKB being popped by Erica. There's the Black Hole onto the Lifestealer. He's in trouble once again. They'll get the kill onto this Lifestealer. They've taken out Kaz. They'll look over at the Storm. Dust is out. They'll call GG. Won't even try to continue fighting as Magma will drop the first game. And VICI putting Magma on the ropes.
Oh, Morana survived. Easy. Yeah, that was... so next game means everything for Magma then. If they win the next one, they make the playoffs. If they lose the next one, they're out. So this is what I was kind of hoping for, that VICI would win the first game, to be honest. Because now we get like the ultimate showdown for the series. This is exactly what we wanted. It's part of the, the long-term plan B Cup. I mean, yeah, I think after the draft, we kind of knew that VICI were always going to be in the driving seat if they had a good start to the game.
And they had an amazing start to the game.
Like this Enigma was so difficult for them to deal with on Magma. I actually thought they played better than I thought they would on Magma. So fair play to them. They found some openings. I think ZC played really well. Credit where credit's due, because I gave him a lot of stick in the first series of this tournament. So yeah, Lifestealer, they never really recovered from his lane. Like that hero, if it has a bad laning stage, then like part of the hero is kind of wasted, where you're allowed to just lane by yourself